Hi guys, thank you for joining me for parables today. So today we're going to talk about the workers in the vineyard, and this is in Matthew chapter 20 verses 1 through 16. So before we get started, we always do our highs and our lows, and my high again is VBS is coming. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of great things are coming with it. So my low is still concerned about the protests and everything going on with the police, as well as the protesters and the riots and the anger and the mourning and the sadness and the confusion that is going on. And I pray for everybody that as a country we can move forward and do better. Amen. So let's go ahead and start with our parable. So Jesus talks about the vineyard workers. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who owns some land. One morning, he went out very early to hire some people to work in the vineyard. The man agreed to pay the workers 1 silver coin for working that day. Then he sent them into the vineyard to work. Around 9 o'clock, the man went to the marketplace and saw some more people standing, doing nothing. So he said to them, "If you go and work in my vineyard, I'll pay what your work is worth." So they went to the vineyard. The man went out again at 12 o'clock. And again at 3 o'clock. Both times he hired people to work in his vineyard. About 5 o'clock, the man went to the marketplace again. He saw others standing there. He asked them, "Why did you stand here all day doing nothing?" And they answered, "No one gave us a job." The man said to them, "Then you go and work in my vineyard." At the end of the day, the owner of the vineyard said to the boss of all the workers, "Call the workers and pay them. Start by paying the last people I hired, and then pay all of them, ending with the workers I hired first." The workers who were hired at 5 o'clock came to get their pay. Each worker received 1 silver coin. Then the workers who were hired first came to get their pay. They thought they would be paid more than the others. They had worked all day long. But each of them received 1 silver coin. When they got their silver coin, they complained to the man who owned the land. They said, "These people were hired last, and they only worked 1 hour. But you paid them the same as you paid us. And we worked hard all day in the hot sun." But the man who owned the vineyard said to one of these workers, "Friend, I'm being fair to you. You agreed to work for 1 silver coin. So take your pay and go. I want to give the man who was hired last the same pay as I gave you. I can do what I want with my own money. Are you jealous because I am good to other people?" So those who have the last place now will have the first place in heaven, and those who have the first place now will have the last place in the future. So this parable is something that I think a lot of us would be confused about as well. Because really, if you work all day, you don't expect to get paid the same amount as somebody who only works 1 hour. So basically, what this parable means is that those individuals who came to faith in the beginning of their life, right? Let's say they were 10 years old and they started going to church. So they spent 70 years going to church and helping people and giving for the poor and serving people and praying and worshiping. Those individuals will be received into heaven and given all the riches and glory. But you know what? The people who start going to church at 79 and die at 80, just like the other person, let's say, died at 80, and let's say they were only a Christian for 1 year. They only went to church and worshiped and prayed and served others for 1 year. Guess what? When they die, they still get to go to heaven too. And they get all the riches and glory and splendor of the kingdom. God has lots to give us, and he doesn't hold back. See, fair in God's kingdom isn't really the same as fair here. Here, you get what you deserve. In God's kingdom, it's a gift that is given, whether we deserve it or not. I hope you've enjoyed the parable. Let's end with prayers and blessings. I hope all of you at home do highs, lows, prayers, and blessings as well. Dear God, I pray that everybody watching this is able to enjoy the upcoming weekend, celebrate the 25th anniversary with us, have a great time with VBS, and most of all are able to learn and grow from everything that is going on right now. Amen. Blessings to you. Kids bless your parents. Parents bless your kids. I'll see you guys later.